Hi guys, I'm finally back. It's been so long. Let me make sure I'm in the shot of the camera. I got this new camera for Christmas, so I'm trying it out and I hope that it looks good and you can see me and everything. I'm gonna grab the baby. Hold on one second. Well, she's gonna cry. See, I'm gonna cry if nobody's holding me. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to give you guys an update because I've been gone for so long. It's been at least like almost 2 months since I've made a video, which is crazy and it's just wrong of me. So my apologies to you guys for leaving you hanging for so long and not updating you and letting you know what's went on in the last month of my pregnancy and how my labor and delivery went and all that stuff. But I am going to give you guys an update on all of that like right now. What I'll do is I'll make a recap video, which will be this video right now. It'll be a recaps from weeks 36 to 39. I had her at 39 weeks exactly. And then I'll do a labor and delivery video, like a birth video, and I will then do a postpartum video, which will kind of just show off her and let you know how I'm feeling and stuff like that. So this right here is the recap video. Basically, I'm going to try to make it short and simple, but kind of let you guys know what went on. At 36 weeks, I finally started to have my checks for dilation. I went into the doctors and I had my Group B strep test. And that was simple and easy and not painful, you know. I guess I kind of felt a little bit nervous about getting checked for dilation, like, would I be dilated at all, and what's going to happen? Is my body going to do the right thing? When I went for 36 weeks to be checked for dilation, I was not dilated at all, and I wasn't really effaced at all either. So I didn't really see any progress, and I was a little bit upset about that, but, you know, I figured it would come when it's supposed to come. So that's what happened that week, and I had the Group B strep test, and I got those results back, and I was negative for that, which was good. And then I went back for my 37-week checkup, and I was checked again for dilation. I still was not dilated, which kind of had me a little bit upset. I was like, man, I'm 37 weeks. I'm assuming at this point in time I would have something going on, you know, something has to be going on here, you know. So I'm like, oh, nothing. But it was okay, you know. I just figured, and my doctor was telling me that everything was normal, and my doctor, you know, I was able to ask them questions about the birth and, you know, are they going to allow me to do certain things, and, you know, would I be able to, you know, move around and stuff like that, which I'll tell you more about in my labor and delivery story, like what actually happened. And from everything that was going on, everything sounded good, and you know, I just assumed that, you know, I would progress at my own rate, so I wasn't dilated. And then again at 38 weeks, still not dilated. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I'm getting down to the wire. I have 2 more weeks left here, and I'm still not dilating, and I'm still not effaced, and I'm like, you know, a little bit nervous. Like, what if I were to go over my due date? And I really didn't want that to happen, because at that point in time, I was exhausted, guys. I was really tired. Me and my husband were trying everything to get labor started at 38 weeks. We're like, I know it's still early, you know, I have 2 weeks left, but we were doing everything. I was dancing, man. I was playing. I know a lot of people have the Wii, but I have the PlayStation Move, and we were playing Michael Jackson on that mug like crazy. I mean, every day we were playing. I was like, I'm gonna dance this baby out. But she was still not coming, so I also was drinking the red raspberry leaf tea, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working either. You know, I really don't feel anything different. And then at 39 weeks, it was the day before I would turn 39 weeks, which was a Wednesday. I woke up. I wasn't feeling my best. I started to have a little bit of spotting. I know, a little TMI if you guys are grossed out by things. I had a little bit of spotting, and I was like, this is strange because I haven't had any spotting throughout my entire pregnancy. I was fine as far as that type of stuff goes. So I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit weird. And I felt like it seemed like I had a trickle of some sort. And I thought my water was breaking. So I called my husband, and he's like, oh yes, we're going to the hospital, I don't care what you say. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what if it wasn't? What if it was just, anything? Who knows? I don't want to go in for a false alarm. And I called my doctor, and she told me that I had to come in. And this is the day that I ended up, the day before I had her. And he came home, rushed home, we got our bags together, we went to the hospital. They checked me, and they said my membranes weren't ruptured. So my water did not break at all. And I was really disappointed because I thought that it was broken. I could have sworn, I'm like, oh, but at the same time, I didn't want to make a mistake, and I felt like I was pushed to go to the hospital, and I didn't want to go. So they're like, no, everything looks good. You're a centimeter dilated though. So I'm like, wow, that's progress, because as I was saying before, all those other weeks before 39 weeks, I wasn't dilated at all. So I'm like, okay, well, at least something's going on, and I got a chance to come here, and I got to hear the baby's heartbeat for like an hour. They hooked me up to the monitors and all that stuff, and we heard her heartbeat for like a long time, and they were just, I don't know, they were just checking on me and making sure my vitals were okay and the baby was okay and all that great stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, they're like, all right, go ahead home. Here's your discharge papers, blah, blah, blah. And then I go home. So then what I'll do is I'll tell you about, in my next video, my labor and delivery story, because after I went home, I ended up having contractions that same day. And they were telling me that I would have maybe a little bit of cramping after, because they used the speculum to check me when he was checking to see if my water broke at all. And they said that I would have more spotting and, possibly a little bit of cramping. But